Yeah, shalom, shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakah, Kadash, the belongs to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all you Akim there. During the wake in sincerity and charity with humiliation on the cost of fall winds to you, I salute. This is a brother desire on back at you with the truth. Yeah, I'd like to get into a brief lesson, you know, because Jake in society nowadays don't have no wisdom and they quick to resort to violence, you know, they quick to resort to violence because in society nowadays, all right, they live up to you got to live up to a certain standard when it comes to getting into altercation or I would say a fight. You got to live up to that name. You know what I mean? That's how Jake exists. You know, but the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High. But Jake sees it differently because Jake in a worldly state. They're not kingdom minded, you know, to resort from violence, you know. And with an incident, this Jake, you know, I heard that his wife, you know, the guy said something to his wife, and his wife told him. Now Jake was in jealousy, in rage, you know what I mean? You know, and Jake didn't care. Jake got an altercation, you know what I mean? They end up fighting, and the end result is him getting, you know what I mean, bears in his neck. Had to go on out, you know what I mean, going out to the hospital and stuff. You know what I mean? Just the ignorance of Jake. Jake, Jake don't know how to use wisdom. You know what I mean? And I let you bring out, you know what I mean, a couple of precepts. You know what I mean? Because it's a serious thing with Jake. You know what I mean? Uh, this is first precept. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man. So, and I answered it right up. He was a jealous man. You know what I mean? That is our wife coming to give him that news. So he's jealous in his rage. You know what I mean? He ain't listening to nothing. That's the rage of a jealous man. Especially they married. You know what I mean? You know, right? The scripture says, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. So, when he heard that, he ain't thinking of nothing else. He just want to confront that other Jake, you know what I mean? And he ain't trying to spare, he ain't trying to hear nothing. He ain't trying to hear him, you know what I mean? He ain't trying to hear him, and the only thing he want to do is figure why he said those things or whatever he say, you know what I mean? And the end result of him getting hurt, you know what I mean? That's Jake, the jealousy of Jake, man, you know what I mean? Especially a married man, you know what I mean? It's a serious thing, you know? Another precept I like to get is uh same Proverbs 13 3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. Because certain things what you proceed out of your mouth could cause you death. You know what I mean? Certain things will proceed out your mouth can cause you death. You understand? It's a serious thing. But he that open wide his lips shall have destruction. You know, you open your mouth wide, you say the wrong things. A person, they might be having a bad day. You know what I mean? Bad day. You just say that word to them, cause your destruction. One word could cause your destruction. You know what I mean? You say kind words turn away wrath. But some Jakes don't like to use kind words because they don't have no wisdom. You know what I mean? Of acknowledging the scriptures. You know what I mean? Jake don't have that. It's a serious thing, right? I like to get into account. You know what I mean? An account. Yeah. Man, it's a very good, good history with David. Nabal and Abigail, right? You learn this lesson. You gotta be careful what you say. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is the book of First Samuel 25. I'm gonna start at 1, right? And Samuel died, and all the Israelites were gathered together and lamented him and buried him in the house of Ramah. And David arose and went down to the wilderness of Paran. And there was a man of Mon, whose possessions were in Carmel, and the man was very great, and he had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats, and he was sharing his sheep in Carmel. So he was very like rich in the land. You know what I mean? He was very rich. Now the name of the man was Nabal, and the name of his wife was Abigail, and she was a woman of good understanding because she had common sense and of a beautiful countenance. She was very pretty, but the man was churlish. Let's go look at that word churlish, right? It says hard, cruel, severe, obstinate, hard, difficult, severe, fierce, intense, vehement, stubborn, stiff neck, right, rigorous. So we understand what that word means. Now you will determine his character when you go more down, when you see more down the story. And evil in his doings, and he was of the house of Caleb, right? And David heard in the wilderness that Nabal did share his sheep, right? This is what David do. And David sent out 10 young men, and David said unto the young men, Go get you up to Carmel, and go to Nabal, and greet him in my name. So David sent the young men to greet him in his name. This is what David did. And thus ye shall say to him that liveth in prosperity, Peace be to thee, and peace be to thine house, and peace be unto all that thou art. So David does, giving him greetings, say, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Peace be into your whole house, man. You know what I mean? Like, you bless your house and everything. You know what I mean? And now I've heard that thou hast shared us. Now thy shepherds which were with us, we heard them not, neither was there aught missing unto them all the while they were in Carmel. So David intend to do them no harm. Ask the young man, and they will show thee. Wherefore, let the young man find favor in thine eyes, for we come in a good day. Give, I pray thee, whatsoever cometh to thine hand unto thy servants, unto thy son David. And when David's young men came, they spake to Nabal according to all the words in the name of David, and ceased, right? Now watch this. Watch how proud Nabal is now. Proud and stupid. And Nabal answered David's servants and said, Who is David? And who is the son of Jesse? Yeah, that who is David? So he's saying who the shit is David? And who's the son of Jesse? Well, these niggas is. Like our Jake says. But all these niggas is, but I don't know no niggas. There be many servants nowadays that break away every man from his master. So you see the shit what he's running with? You know? There 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 be many servants nowadays, you know what I mean, that break away every man from his master. So you see the proud shit Nabal was saying? Shall I then take my bread and my water and my flesh that I have killed for my shares and give it unto men whom I know not whence they be? So you see the proud shit this nigga run on with. You know what I mean? This the shit he run on with. This we telling David's servants. So David's young men turned their way. So they gone from him and went again and came and told him all these sayings. And David said unto his men, watch this, gird ye on every man his sword. And they girded on every man his sword, and David also girded on his sword. And there went up after David about 400 men, and 200 abode by the stuff. So you see that shit, the remarks this nigga made when David, young man, going back and tell him what Nabal say. So David right now, David angry. You know what I mean? I come to you in peace and you can talk shit. You know what I mean? There's some serious shit, but the proudness in the words you speak, you know. We go read on the verse 14. But one of the young men told Abigail, Nabal's wife, saying, Behold, David sent messengers out to the wilderness to salute. What's this? Our master, and he railed on them. He's harsh with them. He screamed at them, talking all kind of shit. But the men were very good unto us, and we were not hurt, neither missed we anything, as long as we were conversant with them when we were in the fields. They were a wall unto us. They were a wall unto us, both by night and by day. Selah. And all the while we were with them, keeping the sheep. Now therefore, know and consider, devil, Lakia, consider what thou wilt do, for evil is determined against our master and against all his household, for he is such a man of Belial that a man cannot speak with him, because he is stupid. Let's go to the word with Belial means worthless, good for nothing, unprofitable, base fellow, wicked, ruin, destruction. He's a wicked nigga. Then Abigail made haste and took 200 loaves. This is what Abigail had to do. And two bottles of wine and 5 sheep ready dressed, and 5 measures of parched corn, and 100 cusses of raisin, and 200 cakes of figs, and laid them on asses. And she said unto her servants, Go on before me, behold, I come after you. But she told not her husband Nabal. She ain't told him where she was going. You know what I mean? But she told her servants. You know what I mean? And it was so, as she rode on the ass, that she came down by the covert of the hill, and behold, David and his men came down against her, and she met him. Now David had said, Surely in vain have I kept all this fellow had in the wilderness, so that nothing was missed of all that pertained to him, and he required me evil for good. So David was protecting this nigga. And this way you reward me talking a bunch of shit, boy. Evil. Huh? I reward you with good, and you reward me with evil. So and more also do the Most High unto the enemies of David, if I leave off all that pertain to him by the morning light, any that piss it on against the wall. So David won't kill this nigga before morning, but. And when Abigail saw David, she hasted and lighted off the ass, and fell before David on her face, and bowed herself to the ground, and fell at her feet, and said, Upon me, my Lord, upon me let this iniquity be, and let thine handmaid pray thee, speak in thine audience, and hear the words of thine handmaid. She said, Please hear me out, my Lord, please. She begging, she pleading to David. Let not my Lord, I pray thee, regard this man of Belial, this wicked, stupid nigga. Even Nabal, for as his name is, so is he. Nabal is his name, and folly is with him, because foolishness, because he's stupid, he's stupid nigga, you see. But I, thine handmaid, saw not the young man of my Lord, whom thou didst send. You know what I mean? We see a lot of jakes like that, stupid and ignorant. You know what I mean? Like getting the folly. You know what I mean? Sometimes some jakes are wise with understanding that, you know what I mean, could resolve the conflict. You know? Now therefore, my Lord, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, saying the Lord hath withholden thee from coming to shed blood, and from avenging thyself with thine own hand. Now let thine enemies and they that seek evil to my Lord be as Nabal. You know, and now this blessing which thine handmaid hath brought unto my Lord, let it be given unto the young men that follow my Lord. See, she pleading to David, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Whatever she make for him to plead. You know what I mean? I pray thee forgive trespass of thine handmaid, for the Lord will certainly make my Lord a sure house, because my Lord fighteth the battles of the Lord, and evil had not been found in all thy days. You know what I mean? So you see all this, you know, she trying to plead. You know what I mean? Pleading to David. So we jump down to verse 32, right? And David said unto Abigail, Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, which sent thee this day to meet me. And blessed be thy advice, and blessed be thou, which hast kept me this day from coming to shed blood, and from avenging myself with my own hand. So David come to kill this nigga, boy. Straight off, David come to kill this nigga. You see David get up his sword, he ready to come kill you. You know what I mean? So it's a serious thing, just like these jakes today. You know what I mean? The wrong choice of words. Like when I used to go to the holidays, the pastor always said the wrong approach could cost you death. That's certainly true, you know. You know. Okay. All right. We read. We jump down to uh verse 36. And Abigail came to Nabal, and behold, he held a feast in his house like the feast of a king, and Nabal's heart was merry within him. You know what I mean? For he was very drunk, and wherefore she told him nothing less or more until the morning light. So she waited till he gets sober. Right? But it came to pass in the morning, when the wine was gone out of him, and his wife had told him these things, that his heart died within him, and he became as a stone. So he had a heart attack, you know. And it came to pass about 10 days after that the Most High smote Nabal, and he died. See, the Most High killed him because too stupid, man. You know what I mean? He too stupid. And when David heard when David heard that Nabal was dead, he said, "Blessed be the Lord, blessed be the Most High, that had pleaded the cause of my reproach from the hand of Nabal." You know, David gonna shed innocent blood, and had kept his servant from evil, for the Most High had returned the wickedness of Nabal upon his own head. You know what I mean? Because he Most High returned it on his own head because he's stupid. You know what I mean? And David sent and commanded and David sent and communed with Abigail to take her to him to wife. You know, so you gotta be careful on the things what you say. You know, nowadays it could cost you death. It could cost you death. That's why I bring up this precept. Back in the book of Proverbs chapter 6, verse 34. You know what I mean? For jealousy is the rage of a man. You know what I mean? In that case, he was a jealous man. He's stupid. You know what I mean? But if we're reading another precept, verse 13, or verse 3, he that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. That's just with Nabal. He ain't keep it his mouth because he didn't know what to say. You know what I mean? All of his mouth proceed a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Son of and a Belial. He was a wicked, stupid nigga. And he opened his mouth wide. He opened his mouth wide, and his lips shall have destruction. That's why I'm never out of destruction. You know what I mean? But that's why you gotta, you know what I mean? Constantly read these scriptures, because these scriptures, you know what I mean, is your guidance and protection. You know what I mean? I mean, for us in this truth, because we have wisdom, we deal according to certain situations with wisdom. Wisdom to be applied, not wasted. You know what I mean? So I like to just want to bring out a precept. So like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. I hope you was edified. Shalom.